Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BTCS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And then it just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis several times in the past, so that's where these green and red line annotations are coming from. And I don't mean to state the obvious today, but I will anyways. Very, very nice movement. So with that being said, from the charting perspective, definitely some updates here need to be done. First thing first, I'm going to do a little house cleaning here and delete these lines out. Yeah, they both still pertain to the chart. They're just not relevant right now. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's clutter with a million lines all over the place. So I'm just going to try to keep this as clean as possible. First update, though, that needs to be made comes from a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So 12.5 cents was the level of resistance going into the day and actually did temporarily act as resistance. Right here, you can see price struggled right around that area for a little bit, but then during the late afternoon, price got up above it and then just kept on going there. So 12.5 cents is what I would call the ideal level of support. Meaning, if you say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? And that would be if the price can stay up above 12.5. Now, don't get me wrong. If the price falls below it, I'm not saying everything's ruined, but if the price can manage to stay up above it, that would be a huge sign of power on the bull's part. Taking a step back, looking at the big picture of it all, that is where the purple line here comes into play, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving. As time goes by, that purple line is going to move itself higher and higher. So from a very cut and dry point of view in terms of measuring the strength of the current price movement, as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the line itself moves itself higher and higher, then the bulls are in 100% control, no questions asked. Now, what about areas of resistance? For this, we're going to have to scrunch up the chart here and go back quite a bit of ways into the history of it. So where are some of these next potential battlegrounds? I realize the chart is now harder to see, but this is a good problem to have when you have to go back this far into the chart's history. So next key level of resistance right up here at 14 cents. And just in case tomorrow is another beast mode day, want to map out one more level. After 14 cents, next key level right up there at, oh, that makes it easy, 15 cents. So 14 cents, 15 cents, next two key battlegrounds for the price. And as it stands right now, yeah, you want to see levels of resistance fall, but in my opinion, top priority is just start building higher bases, because as long as you have higher bases being built over the longer period, then the overall chart will take care of itself. So nice way to start off the week. We'll see if the bulls can build upon this momentum or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.